There we go. And we're live.
We are live. So it says.
We are live. What's going on, everybody? It's warm here too. It's probably 80 something degrees. What's crazy is it was 42 this morning.
I had on long sleeves and a sweatshirt when I went out to feed this morning. And I just, within the last couple of hours, took my long sleeve shirt off, spilled a little something on it. Didn't want to come on here and y'all see my nasty shirt. But that wasn't the real reason. The real reason was it was hot.
It's hot.
And I needed short sleeves on.
It is hot. Well, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday. And
oh no,
I'm fixing to say you gotta tell them. Look, I can tell them right now.
No. Okay. That's my job. Today is Tuesday, April the 18th, 2023, all day long.
All day
long. At 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. Yes.
April 18th. We're getting really close to Saturday.
We are. And well, today's Tuesday, and Saturday's just a few days away.
It is. We are getting close to Saturday. Now, the weather has been crazy. It's just shown 50%, then it went back to 20% rain, and now it's somewhere around 50%, but they're saying AM showers.
I have a feeling it's going to come in Friday night and be gone Saturday morning. But regardless, the event will carry on.
That's right.
And we will still be there. Just hope it doesn't come a downpour.
I don't think so.
Or should I say...
Unless it's changed. I ain't checked this afternoon or this morning. They said AM showers and it was going to be gone.
A gully washer.
Yeah.
Don't want a gully washer.
And it said showers. They didn't say thunderstorms or anything.
Well, we can handle that. Yeah. If y'all can, we can.
That's right.
But the bad thing is the temperatures, well... not real bad, but the worst part of the news is the temperatures are going to drop around here.
Yeah.
And, we always get a late April cool snap, and we thought it had already happened, but obviously it's going to be this weekend.
It's going to be this weekend. So...
It is what it is. I mean, our cool temperatures are not what some of y'all are experiencing.
No, heavens no.
So I think the high is going to be like 67's the latest I saw. But Friday it's going to be 84 for the high. So it's going to have to do something in order to bring in that cool weather.
The rain's going to bring it in.
That's right.
That rain's going to bring it in. I was going to say, if some of y'all missed it, we were on the Hoss Road by Road Gardening show this week. And I've shared it on Facebook, but it's on YouTube as well, on Hoss Tools YouTube channel or their Facebook page as well. So we had a good time with Greg and Sheila. So y'all be sure to check that out.
It's just like you're sitting down with old buddies.
Yeah.
Except you're just not sitting beside them like Jason
right.
and I are. You're seeing them on the screen. But It's always good to talk to those guys and girls. And
we had a good time.
We just,
Especially when it comes to talking about gardening, which I know gardening's not, your thing, but.
Jason told me beforehand, if it's a gardening question you don't know the answer to, just don't say it. You don't have to answer it. So.
But you did good.
Well, thank you.
You did well.
I didn't talk too much.
I thought you talked a good bit.
Oh, I said what was needed.
Maybe
How's
not.
that? I say more than what's needed on here. Sorry.
So, I saw one of the earlier questions before it started jumping pretty quick now. Everybody on here was this, have you eaten all the peeps?
Oh, we got to go get one.
You want me to go? I can't eat no more of them. But I can. You can get you one?
Well, something took the skin off the top of my mouth.
You think it was that?
No, it wasn't that. It was day before yesterday. I didn't eat any peeps that
okay.
day. But I don't know if I could eat one because of that. I have a tendency, and I don't know if I'm sure there's others out there like me, that if I eat something acidic, most of the time it's acidic or spicy, then it's not every time. It will take the skin off the roof of my mouth, and it's not a fun feeling.
No.
But it takes a few days. It recovers pretty quick, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Holly's back here. Somebody wanted to know where Holly was.
She's on this side.
Jason and I are redneck loving today, so you can't see behind us.
She's over here on this side.
She's here. And Tucker was down there. I don't know where she went.
Who knows?
She was right up under you.
Who knows?
But yeah, I think it's probably best we don't go get the Peeps. But if y'all didn't see the video where we freeze dried Peeps, that was a cool thing to see
It was cool.
because we didn't really know what was going to happen when we put those boogers in. Most of the time, things seem to shrink that we freeze dry.
Mm-hmm.
You put a strawberry in and it shrinks down. So we were thinking that if we put a peep in, it'd shrink down, but that didn't happen. That peep swole up.
But not much.
Not much. I mean, just bigger than what it was.
If you saw the freeze dry peep and didn't have another one to compare it to,
You wouldn't know the difference.
I don't think you'd even notice it.
It just, I mean, I guess it took the moisture out of it, so it had to expand.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess so.
I don't know. But it was a pretty cool thing to see.
It was a pretty cool thing to see.
Now I'm on a roll. I got to know what y'all think that I need to freeze dry next.
Yes.
Because I am on a roll and I want to continue the freeze dry. And I'm going to freeze dry something every week.
Eggs, if we're going to do.
Eggs is our next thing.
I think we're going to do eggs next.
Mary
Mary Carl liked the peeps too.
She did.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell y'all something. So Mary Carl was with me. If you saw the video, you know Mary Carl was with me when I went and got the peeps. I got back to the car and I said, I'm so happy that they had the yellow peeps. And she said, Mama, they all taste the same. And I said, Mary Carl, they don't all taste the same. And she said, they do too. They're just different colors. Well, I knew that wasn't correct. So last night, I was in the pantry and I noticed in her Easter basket that Nana gave her, it had some watermelon peeps in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I'm going to set this record straight without saying anything to her. I took a bite of the watermelon peep.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it back in there with a bite taken out of it. So if you want to eat it, it was just me.
That was just you. I like the watermelon
Not
peeps.
a little rat. But not to say I hated it, but it's definitely different.
It is different.
They're definitely not the same flavor.
Yep.
And I was telling her I only wanted the yellow ones before I went in the store. And that's why she told me they all tasted the same, but they don't.
So I've been reading the people come across.
Mm-hmm.
Number one answer has been apples.
Oh, okay. We did that, didn't we?
We didn't freeze dry apples.
I thought we did at the old farm.
Mm-mm. Number two, or tied for number two, is Skittles, and guess what else?
What?
Pickles.
Cool.
Now I know we're going to do some homemade pickles this year.
I was just thinking that we've got enough cucumbers that we can make pickles and then freeze dry them.
Mm-hmm.
But before we
pineapple, I've seen a lot of pineapple.
Before we mess up our good homemade pickles to know if we like them or not, I'm going to get a jar of pickles and try it.
Do that, and you know what kind of pickles I like?
Well, I know what kind you like.
The Wickles
yes
pickles, and I may want to freeze dry those.
They're made in Alabama.
They are,
and I bet a Wickles pickle would be like a potato chip, but it would in turn be healthy.
Now that's what Brooke wants to freeze dry, Jennifer. Ice cream sandwiches.
I do. I want to do ice cream sandwiches. I just want to know. It's all about what it's like. I just want to know what it's like. So I'm fixing to go on a roll. If y'all get tired of me freeze drying things, you just have to skip that part because I'm going to show everything I do to y'all. Now, celery. We talked about that on the Live with Hoss.
Mm-hmm.
Were we live when we did that? When we talked about that, or was that beforehand?
I can't remember.
We had a little conversation before the live started, and Sheila and I were talking about things we want to freeze dry. I don't know if that was live. I'm swatting a gnat, so I don't know if that was live or not, but Sheila freeze dried celery last year, and she says it is awesome because all you have to do is just put it in a little, a freezer safe bag or whatever, and add it to your soups and stews and recipes.
Yep.
And onions is another thing.
And she said she even ground up her celery and onions and made a powder and would use it as well. So
onions, boy, there's some out there in that garden that are looking mighty fine.
Oh yeah, my onions look awesome.
But we gotta let them dry first.
We gotta let them. We gotta harvest them first. They're not ready to harvest yet. And when it's time to harvest your onions, when the foliage dies down, and my foliage is still bright green, and I got some onions. They're as big as my fist right now.
You know what I wanted to say on the live the other day?
What's that?
And I didn't because I didn't want to talk too much.
Yeah.
But I wanted to tell Greg that those onions that you grew from Hoss seeds
Yeah.
are so big that we had to build a barn to hang them in.
That's what you should have told him.
I should have told him, but I didn't want to
Oh.
talk too much because I felt like that was your show.
You should have told him he didn't get that.
Well, I'll tell him now.
How you got a kick out of that?
We had to build a barn to hold the onions, because hopefully by the time that foliage falls on those onions, what could be any day now,
Oh yeah,
then our barn is going to be to where we can hang those onions
I
up.
believe will be perfectly fine, and not only onions, the garlic too. Now we can't see what the garlic looks like.
That's right. You can't see it because it's down under the
ground.
ground, but those onions, they're starting to poke their little colors
Yeah.
up. And the purple ones are so beautiful.
Aren't they pretty?
Not to say the yellow ones aren't, but you just see that vibrant color sticking
And I
out.
got
of
leeks in there too.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, it's done. It is done very, very, very well. And I told Greg, as a gardener, and you gardeners know what I'm talking about, but as a gardener, you know that there's certain things that you can grow,
Mm-hmm.
and certain things you can't grow,
Right.
or certain things you're better growing than
That's
other
true.
things. And mine is onions. I don't know what it is that I'm really good at growing onions.
Well, I'm so glad that you tooted your horn on that, because you're really good at growing everything, but you won't admit it. But onions are your forte, so to speak.
I love
Right
growing
now.
them too. Yeah.
Now, after this season, you may find out that you do well at tomatoes, you do well at cucumbers, okra, squash, zucchini, eggplant, peas. The
Yeah.
list goes on.
I guess, yeah. But I don't know. I think everybody can grow that kind of stuff. Maybe that's what it is. And onions are
Yeah.
kind of odd. I don't know. But onions, I just seem to be. I just seem to like.
You know what I
growing.
told you
Yeah.
one day this week? That I think I'm gonna have to get a second freeze dryer.
Yeah, I know. I saw somebody ask earlier what size are ours, and ours is the medium.
And
But-
it's been fine up until now.
Yeah.
But I'm wanting to freeze dry more than I have space for. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking is I'm still gonna want to freeze dry once vegetable season comes in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be occupied,
Yeah,
so I'm
I
gonna have
agree.
to wait. So
Mhm.
we may have to check into getting either an extra large additional freeze dryer,
Right.
so we can have, the baby and the mama and the daddy and
Right.
the whole family.
I agree. But
No, we haven't done
Onions.
peppers. Y'all, we're literally just getting started, and we're taking y'all with us.
well, the thing with our freeze dryer is we got our freeze dryer right when our house sold and we moved.
Yes, and so y'all, it had to be in storage.
Yeah.
It was stored at Jason's parents' house because we didn't want anything to happen to it. So it was
Mhm.
in climate control storage, and we didn't get to use it at all while the house was being built because we didn't have anywhere to put it.
No.
I mean, we didn't want it. This barn down here, the roof on it's not perfect, so there are spots where it rains
Right.
inside,
Yes.
and we know that.
Right.
So we wouldn't want to put anything in there that we wanted to, in turn, be in tip-top shape. So
I just thought of something dadgummit.
I shouldn't have said
No,
anything.
you were fine. I thought about it.
Our power bill's higher with the freeze dryer. Right before we moved, I did a comparison, and I looked at the usage the day before,
Mhm.
and I looked at the usage the day after we cut the freeze dryer off.
Mhm.
And if I'm not mistaken, y'all, for 2 days worth of freeze drying was
I can't remember. Don't look at me. I can't remember. We'll have to double check that.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you wrong. I was about to spit something out, but I might not should because I don't want to. Anyway, I don't know if you can
I
look
don't-
at the daily usage with our electric company now.
Well, we'll have to look. Our meter is right over
No,
here.
no,
so-
it was not that. It showed me by the day what my electricity costs.
Oh.
So I went
because we
from-
got a different company. now.
Yeah, so I don't know if they do that or not.
I'm gonna have to reach out to them or go to their website or something.
Well, I can look at my account online, and that's how I did it with Alabama Power, but
Mhm.
I don't know if I have to check on that.
Karen says she's still thinking about that whiskey and ice cream.
Me too, girl. Somebody wanted to know if Pink is moving to the new barn. No.
No.
Pink would not be a happy camper if we took her and moved her from one barn to another. Pink's an old girl and she's stuck in her ways.
Yeah.
So y'all, I mean, we add her to a video when we see her. The last time that
She's in one of the videos recently.
well, I was going to cut grass
Mhm.
and I went to go sit on my lawnmower seat and there was something black and fuzzy sitting on my seat. And it would just so happen to be down there with us, and it was Pink. You know what I got that I'm about to get into?
What?
A freeze drying cookbook.
Oh, did you bring it?
I didn't bring it, but I got it out of the car.
Oh, okay.
So we requested a freeze dryer cookbook from Harvest Right. Well, they didn't have our new address on file, and it went to the old house. So the new owners of Cog Hill Farm have been holding on to our mail. We knew what it was. They didn't open it. We knew immediately that is what happened, that our cookbook was delivered to the wrong. Do you call it a cookbook? Is that what it's
that's
called?
what it's called, yeah.
I got something in my throat.
Uh-oh.
You're in trouble if you got to finish it by yourself.
I don't know where you're going with this cookbook.
Okay, so it's going to be long. So y'all better get ready to listen to a story.
Oh, you're going to talk about everything that happened?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you need to talk about something first?
No, go ahead.
So the freeze dryer was in Valley Grande at our old farm, but over the weekend, Mary Carl went and spent the weekend with her friend Piper.
Yeah.
So Piper lives, well, it's an hour. It's an hour drive. So I decided, since I was going to Selma anyway, I would see if I could get some scrap sod. And if y'all know what scrap sod is, it's squares of grass that are like already ready. So you don't have to wait on seeds to come up. So we did not think Mama's front yard area with all the rocks and stuff seed would probably not do well. It would take it a long time to germinate and come up. So I called the sod farm. They said, yes, we have some scrap pallets. I said, okay, perfect. I'm coming to Selma today. So I hooked Pawpaw's truck up to the trailer and I head to Selma. I take Mary Carl and I drop her off. I go pick up my sod and I put 3 pallets. Well, the plan was to put 1 pallet in the back of the truck because we have these things called air shocks. So it lifts the bed up and the truck's not riding low like that. You can put as much weight as you want to basically back there because it's not going to sag.
Mm-hmm.
So my plan was to put 2 pallets on the trailer. It's a dual axle trailer and 1 pallet in the back. Well, the guy that was loading it, he got out of that. He said, don't do that. Just put all 3 of them on the trailer. Okay. That's okay. He didn't know I was going an hour, but that was my fault for not telling him. So I had to stop at a little store on the way to Valley Grande to pick up my cookbook. Well, when I stopped at the store and I cut the truck off, I went in and got me some jerky of all things because I had not had lunch. So I grabbed me a bottle of water and some jerky and I went back, tried to crank the truck up. Battery was dead. Wouldn't crank. I had the pallets of sod on the trailer and I'm an hour away from home. Get the truck back going. I said, well, I know not to cut it off again before I get to my destination. So if y'all know, we lived on Cog Hill Road in Valley Grande. That's a dead end road. So how am I going to get these pallets of sod on this trailer turned around when my driveway goes down a big hill and the other one goes up a hill? I backed the trailer with the 3 pallets of sod all the way down Cog Hill Road so I could get the cookbook. I could have walked, but still, I would have had to, park the trailer somewhere.
Park trailer somewhere.
So I got the cookbook. All right, all is good. I'm on my way home now. I get about 20 miles from home. I'm talking to my Aunt Linda on the phone, and I hear boom, 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 boom. I look in the rearview mirror, and I can see the tire. I could see the tire doing like this. So you know what that means? I had a blowout. My tire blew. I said, Miss Linda, I got to go. My tire just blew out. So I pulled off on the side of the road, 15 miles from home, and I had 3 pallets of sod on the trailer, which is a lot of weight. So I called Jason because I knew my jack was not going to jack up that trailer. we had this issue before, but it was with another trailer, and it was a long time ago.
Yeah. And I worked at the car dealership.
Yeah, and I made it to the car dealership because the tire was just low then; it wasn't flat. So here comes my husband to the rescue. In the meantime, I made friends with all the community members around by them cutting hay with the tractor, and I was pulled over in somebody's driveway. Everybody was willing to help, but nobody had a jack that would lift that truck up.
No.
Trailer up, sorry. So Jason comes, and I told him to bring the bumper jack, which I knew was a 3,000-pound jack.
7,000-pound jack.
7,000?
Mm-hmm. And it didn't phase it.
So he brought the bumper jack, and he bought 2 other jacks, and we used all 3 of them, and we could not get that trailer
high enough.
Yeah. And then we have a 4-way lug nut wrench, and the lug nut wrench would not fit the lugs on the trailer.
Yep.
Neither would the truck lug nut wrench. I was fit to be tired about this time because...
And it's late in the evening.
It's late in the evening, and I had 3 pallets of sod that needed to be put out. Jason said, what do you want to do? My thoughts were I was going to disconnect that trailer and take the tire off and go get it fixed and then come back. But we couldn't do that.
For several reasons. It was late, and the jacks wouldn't pick the trailer up high enough. So as a kid, I remember one time we had a situation, and we were, I don't remember how close we were to the house, but I remember being a kid, and it happened to my dad. And my dad drove the trailer offside the road home, which it did eventually. You know, I knew it was going to be some issues there, but a trailer rim and isn't too much money. And
but if I had called a wrecker or called something to come get that sod off pallet by pallet, you know, while I was sitting there thinking, I told the gentleman that was cutting grass with the tractor, I said, well, if all else fails, I could just take the tire off altogether and ride with 3 wheels. No, ma'am, you can't do that. That trailer can go just like that. And I said, oh, you're right. I was just trying to come up with a conclusion. So that's when we decided that the only thing we could do was to drive it on the rim with Jason behind me going very slow.
Going very slow on the side of the road. And we're back road countries. I think we passed 3 cars.
Yeah.
It was 3 cars we passed. So anyways, we did make it home.
We did make it home. But here's the other thing is while I was on the side of the road with the tire and I called you to tell you what had happened.
Yes.
You were using the tiller to till up Mama's front yard.
I had some issues that day as well. Number one, of course, you had the battery dead in the truck and then the blowout on the tire. I was tilling up the yard and getting ready for the sod. And this was the good news of it, but I had just finished tilling. And when I just finished tilling,
I got her.
The tiller broke. There's some bolts that hold the tiller blades or the shaft onto the not motor, but whatever turns it, the gears that turn it. There's 4 bolts that hold it there, and all 4 of those bolts broke. So that whole shaft and that tiller dropped down, and it has the blades on it.
Was it like a shear bolt? Kind of. It maybe that
no.
ground
I'm saying
was
they didn't break. They vibrated loose.
Okay.
Yeah, they vibrated loose. So and I didn't know all what had happened to you. So I knew that had happened.
So I get back home, and we start putting the sod out.
Yeah.
Well, we had a tree that we wanted to plant in Mama's center of her yard.
Right.
So we go get you had already gotten the tiller off.
Yes.
We go get the auger on the tractor and we go to plant the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And the auger wouldn't turn.
The shear bolt and the auger had broke.
And we didn't know it.
So that was, oh gosh. And there was something else that happened that day too. And I cannot think about what it was, but there were 5 things that happened to us that day.
I mean,
all on one day. And it was a Friday, but it wasn't Friday 13th.
So that evening we decided that Mary Carl was gone. She was at Piper's
She was at a friend's house.
And Jason said, let's go somewhere to eat.
Yes.
Well, by that time, I was too tired to even go in anywhere to eat. So I said, let's go to the taco truck, which is here local in Clanton, and we love it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we did. We went and we got us a meal from the taco truck. Phenomenal. and we picked us up a shear pin.
We did. Oh,
so,
girl.
So the next day we were able to get the tree planted, and lo and behold, we got a new battery in the truck, and
haven't fixed the tiller yet, and we're on the fixing to get the rim and tire fixed on the trailer. So,
yeah. Well, it hadn't been long since we got the sod off.
That's true too.
So we're you know what? I left that water on the sod.
Do you need to go cut it off?
I think I can tell Mama real quick if you'll talk.
Okay. Well, I do want you talking about cookbooks. I'm going to talk about a book. So I meant to mention this in the last podcast and totally forgot. But that is my dear friend Beth at the Crowley House. And y'all, if y'all have watched us before, you've heard us talk about the Crowley House. It's a flower farm in Oregon. She's helped me so much with flowers. Y'all check them out. Big Instagram following. They're a big flower farm. She also has a YouTube channel, so y'all be sure to check out the Crowley House if you like
probably
flowers.
Need to spell it because your
I will. It is
phonics are not the same as others.
I know people are not wordsmiths like me.
No, that's right.
So they probably don't understand what I'm saying a lot of times.
Exactly.
It is CROWLEY. Crowley.
Crowley House.
Well, she has
Whelp. WHELP.
No, WELP. Whelp.
Stop.
Well, she has written a book. No, baby. No.
You got plenty to play with.
Plenty to play with. Go.
Holly's trying to pay for a visit, and it's not been an hour.
Yeah, and she'll knock the computer off. She's written a book called Furrow and Flower. And y'all, this book is absolutely just beautiful. Look at this. It is. The pictures are just gorgeous in it. And that's Beth right there. Big flower farm. She does all these big weddings and just an amazing flower farm. Look at her. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The roses. Wow. But y'all be sure to check it out. And it's got recipes in it too.
That's pretty cool.
It is just awesome. But I love them to death, and she don't even know I'm shouting her out, so she didn't ask for it, but I love her to death. We do
things out of the goodness of our heart, not because people ask us to.
And I wanted to let people know about her gorgeous book. Speaking of roses, y'all, if y'all watch my stories now, I post stories on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And some of y'all may not know where stories are, but I can't explain it. It's easy to find. And I do usually 3 or 4 more a day. And I did one of my climbing pinky rose today.
By the way, I went and looked at it.
What'd you think?
When I went to go get Clay his eggs this morning, I went over there and I looked at it and I said, wow.
Yeah. I'm so proud of that rose. I have been rose dumb forever. I mean, forever until this year. Or say maybe my rose knowledge started last year, and I'm still not savvy enough to teach a rose class by all means.
You're getting there.
But now I'm starting to get more confident in roses, and my climbing pink rose
it's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
It is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna put it in the videos as much as I can because it ain't gonna be like that forever. I know it's
it has its moments, and this just happens to be one of them.
But she is a repeat bloomer. But I think this first spring bloom is going to be the best.
A phenomenal show.
I really do, and so I'm so proud of it. So I'm starting to in the videos. I'm gonna try to give some gardening tips, and I talked about fertilizing roses in the last video, I believe, and so I'm just going to do little plugs here and there and little nuggets. I'm going to do little nuggets. I think that's what I'm going to call little golden nuggets.
Speaking of golden nuggets, my golden nugget that lives out there, I'm going to get mad when I talk about this because it hurts so bad. So I'm fully aware that Nugget loves earrings and jewelry. And I'm also fully aware that most of the time my hair stays like this. So I'm pretty confident that my ears are covered. Not this morning. I'm out there filling up the swimming pool, and our little nugget, our little precious little emu nugget, he comes up from behind me. I wasn't prepared, and that's what made it so bad.
Yeah.
If he's standing right here, I know he may try to peck my ear.
Right.
No, ma'am. He came behind me. And y'all, before I knew it, I thought that I was Evander Holyfield in the ring with Mike Tyson because he got me. And so the first thing I was concerned about is, of course, him swallowing my earring.
Yeah.
Once I realized my earring was still there, I was so shocked to see my ear was still there.
The first thing you told me when you came in was...
It hurt.
I've been in a fight with Mike Tyson.
It was
I was like, who in the world did he...
It was the worst nugget bite I've ever encountered. And he doesn't do it to be aggressive.
No, not at all.
He's curious.
So curious.
And you can't fault him for that. But I told him, I swear to you, Nugget, I will never wear earrings near you again. Oh, y'all, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. But my ear's still there. I bet it's red. Is it red? Look.
Yeah, it's red.
That
was from this morning.
That was this morning. This is this afternoon. Yeah. Okay, I'm done with Nugget. I didn't have that written down.
You know, well, that's how we roll. I do want to mention that y'all stay tuned because we're going to have some major changes to the website coming. Jacqueline and Zach are working on the website. Head Family Farm. We're going to do some updates. Going to be some big updates to it. We're going to add the dogs to the website. So there's going to be some updates to it. Some animal updates. The recipe section is going to be tweaked a little bit. The whole website is going to just be tweaked a little bit. And we're adding a blog. And so I'm going to start writing right now I told you bi-monthly. That's my goal, is to write a bi-monthly blog on the website, and it'll be more in depth of how-to stuff. I talk about it on the videos, but I get a lot of you guys say, "Hey, I missed that. What video was that where you talked about fertilizing roses?" Well, if I wrote a blog about fertilizing roses, then you guys could just go to our website and
you would have an easy way to direct them and state it instead of saying, "Hey, at 16:23 in this video, I talk about roses." There's no way for us to know that.
Yep.
To keep up with it.
So, gonna be that's the big change to the website is there will be a blog now. I can't give you a definite date, but it will be pretty soon, and we're gonna call it. This is cute. And I'm trying to think who came up with it, because me and Jacqueline were tossing names back and forth for the blog. And I told her I didn't want it to be strictly gardening because I may write something about the animals or something like that.
I don't even know what it's called.
It's called Critters and Crops.
Okay. That's the first time I've heard it. So I learned something at the same time y'all did.
Critters and Crops, or either Crops and Critters. One of the two. I can't remember what we decided on, but that's the name of it. We thought that was cute because it has the animals and it has gardening all tied together. So that will be
well, I probably won't be writing any blogs, but Jason will.
That's right. So stay tuned for that. And
it won't be a video blog. It'll be a written blog. You have to read it.
Yeah, it'll be written, and it won't be long. My attention span isn't that great, so I won't write something super long, but it should be helpful for a lot of people out there. It'll be searchable on the website, and if you are well, it's called a Cog Squad member on the website, but if you subscribe to our newsletter, then you'll get a notification when a new blog is written, and that way you can go check it out.
There are gnats flying around. Yeah. If y'all see me looking like I'm trying to follow them, that's why.
That warm weather's here.
Yeah, it is. All right, so speaking of something new, I have something new. I told you guys that I wanted to make a shirt of the puppy's paw prints. Well, I also told you guys that I had some paint that was safe, that I tried to dip the puppy's feet in and put them on the paper to make their prints, and it didn't work. So somebody reached out to me, and I don't know who it was. I apologize. Lots of people reached out, but this person shared a link, and I love links. Shared a link to a product that I could buy to take those puppy paw prints and put them on paper easy. And this is what we came up with. Now, they're not perfect.
They're not perfect.
We have this wonderful lady that helps us, and her name is Jacqueline. You may or may not know Jacqueline from Head Family Farm. But Jacqueline, she has a tendency to be able to work miracles.
Yeah.
And so when we took these, our lip was kind of hanging low because we thought, oh, well, there goes the paw prints.
Got to order another kit.
That's what we thought. Okay. So guess whose this one is? It's not mine, even though it kind of looks like it could be. This, my friend, is Bandits.
Yes.
This is Little Rockies. So what we intend to have Jacqueline do, she saw the pictures and she said, hey, I can doctor those up and I can make it work. So we are going to put these cute little paw prints on a shirt and offer them for sale with a cute little saying.
Yes.
All right, let me show y'all one that messed up really bad. This was one that didn't work. So luckily,
you know what that looks like?
I don't know.
That looks like if you're taking like a psychiatrist is giving you one of them ink block tests. That's what
Now,
that looks
Jason.
like. And they say, what do you see here? What do you see here? And I'm like,
I see a giraffe.
I'm thinking elephant.
I see a giraffe. But I'm looking at it backwards
I'm
too.
thinking elephant.
What do y'all see?
Be interesting to see what kind of answers we get on that.
But look how big this boy's is.
Mm.
Woo! He's
Yeah.
got a big paw.
He does.
And
He's
Little
gonna be
Rocky. Look how. But y'all, I'm here to tell you. Jason had told me he thought Rocky was
Yeah.
catching up with Bandit. And I thought, oh my gosh, he just doesn't look at him the same way I do. But now I'm starting to see it. My Little Rocky is a wide boy now.
He's thick.
He's thick and they eat very well twice a day. They love feeding time. And I'm just so happy to have them healthy and just, I can't hardly tell them apart, honestly. I
Yeah.
have a hard time.
Well,
And
they're side by side. Bandit's still a good bit, not a
He's-
good bit tall, but he's taller.
he's taller,
Yep.
but you know, their hair is looking more similar too. I feel like Rocky, you know, he had that scraggly looking hair where it was just going everywhere. Looked like he had a little static electricity, like that dog I showed you this morning.
yes.
But now his hair is starting to, you know, slow down a little bit.
It is. A lot of people agree with you. I see donkey a lot. I see giraffe a lot. And I see a man dancing a lot.
They got Jason dancing.
Nobody has said an elephant. Oh, there's somebody said the elephant. Thanks, Carol. I'm not the only one.
Wait, there's no giraffes?
So I told you, giraffe was one of the
Oh,
main
giraffe
answers.
was one of them?
Yeah.
Giraffe sitting on a toilet.
It does look like a giraffe sitting on the toilet.
I'd like to see a giraffe sitting on the toilet.
It does.
I don't know if I'd want to smell it, but I'd want to see it.
It does look like an iris too. I can see that.
Hmm.
Donkey. Lots of donkeys. I do see the giraffe sitting on the toilet. I actually see that. It looks like he's maybe could even have a magazine in his hand.
Sitting on a toilet.
Mm-hmm. Roadrunner.
Well, now he would
I
look
do
at
see the
he
Roadrunner
would look
too.
at a phone now, not magazines. That was back in our
Magazine.
young,
that's right.
young toilet days.
That's right. That is back then. Speaking of the puppies, I do want to say that I don't want to say that I'm a dummy, but when I said I couldn't find a darn list of dog breeds
Oh,
on Embark,
yeah, they showed
And
you
I
up,
looked.
didn't they?
and I said I looked, and I could not find a list of dog breeds. And come to find out, I just didn't scroll down far enough.
Well,
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what I did. So they give you a list at first,
yeah, it's just like a little.
and they
simple
got
list.
little pictures by them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw the little list with pictures by them, and then I kind of scrolled down, and I didn't see no pictures. And so my short attention span self said, "They don't show you a list of them."
Well, we had 350 people that
Tell me how
reached out to us and showed us the list.
It sure did.
We had 350 people show us that there's 350 breeds listed.
And Anatolian Shepherd is one of the dogs
It
listed.
is, so I don't know why.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a geneticist.
Oh, stop.
I'm not a genetic expert.
So I read a comment early on and I wrote it down because I knew I would not remember.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted to know,
Uh-huh.
have we, or I don't know how it was worded, have we or will we ever raise rabbits? Yes.
Yeah.
And
we've
let me
done
tell y'all a little
rabbits.
quick story about rabbits. Well, there's two of them really. The first one is Mary Carl had a rabbit when she was little that was a New Zealand, the white one with the red eyes that you think about when you think of a rabbit. At least I do think about when you think of a rabbit. And she got him from the fair. It was her pet. And we had a neighbor at the time. We lived at Little Cog, and they had some dogs that did not stay in their yard. Well, the young man come and knocked on our door one day and asked us why we had his dog locked up in that pen down there by the creek. And so we said, what? And we went down there with him, and the dog had dug into the rabbit pen and killed Mary Carl's rabbit, but couldn't get back out because we had wire down under the ground. So he dug in, but he couldn't dig back out. Enough of that negative story. The second story is another time we had two rabbits, and what were their names, Jason?
I don't know.
Sugar. Anyway.
We had two rabbits.
We had two rabbits. Okay. So we had a hutch built for them. It was on the back side of the little Bantam chicken coop at Little Cog, and they lived together for a total year.
Do you remember where we got them rabbits from?
No?
I do.
Where?
Beard Nursery. We were buying plants, and they had them for sale in there. Mary Carl had to have them.
I don't remember that.
I do. So we bought them from the nursery, and so
we didn't know what sex they were.
No, we didn't know what they were. And so you always hear, y'all know the saying, about rabbits. They just multiply like crazy.
Breed like rabbits.
And so we have had these rabbits for
a little over a year.
At least over, and if not longer. And so we just assumed we have two of the same kind. We either have a boy or a girl because they're not multiplying.
This
Absolutely
was 10 plus
multiplying.
years ago,
yeah.
y'all.
And so one day I was down there, and I don't know what I was doing down there, but I was working in the rabbit coop or something, doing something. And we used to hang license plates up. And that was when we first started doing license plates. This is way before YouTube. We used to hang license plates, old license plates on that rabbit hutch. And so I think that's what I was doing, is hanging a license plate up in there. And just a blur caught my eye. And I was like, what in the world was that? Me probably thinking it was a mouse or a rat. And I was fixing to get out of there. And so I was like, had like a little white tint to it. And I was like, there's no way it's a baby rabbit, because these rabbits have been in here for a year and a half. At least
need to get rid of that scammer.
At least a year and a half. And uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to do that. Anyways. God, it takes so long.
You got to do every one of them?
No, it usually gives a second. Let's see if it does it now. Anyway, so I jumped out of the rabbit coop, and so I looked down there, and lo and behold, I start seeing this little cute, baby rabbits are the cutest darn thing you'll ever see. And so I saw this cute little bitty baby black and white rabbit, and I said, good gracious, you mean to tell me, oh my gracious, you mean to tell me that these things are husband and wife?
It was a male and female the whole time, and I do not know why it took so long for them to reproduce, because like the saying goes, they breed like rabbits. We've never had two rabbits that were male and female that didn't reproduce really quick. But
I will say this though, from that point forward, it was on like Donkey Kong. I can tell y'all, oh my gracious.
As soon as she went in heat again, she was bred.
It was bad.
It was bad. Well, it was good, but it was bad. And y'all, what happened is they started having so many. We didn't have enough friends for all the babies that were being born.
Absolutely not.
And so I felt sorry for her. I didn't want her to have that many babies. I don't want to have that many babies. So we ended up, separating them where they could see each other, but they were in a separate area. And they lived their life out at Cog Hill Farm.
Well, I want to tell y'all this though. We had net. We had chicken wire in the bottom of that coop. Especially after the dog thing. That mama rabbit, and I'm assuming it's the mama, maybe it was the daddy too, they gnawed through that chicken wire
and got to each other.
No, they made a tunnel.
Oh, that's right.
They made a tunnel and had the babies. And y'all, that tunnel, I didn't have a GoPro back then, but I bet y'all money that tunnel went 30 foot.
Well, there was nothing that we could stick down in that tunnel to feel the bottom of it.
I could stick what I did, and I didn't cut the water on, but I took the water hose and I stuck down there, and I was just want to see how far it was, and so it just kept going. It just kept going, and good gracious, and she would have a set of babies in that tunnel,
and we would never know how many there were until they came out.
No,
which was a long while later.
And I could fill that hole up. It didn't matter.
She's gonna dig it right back out.
Yeah. And and never, except right there at the end, never dug out of the little area.
Yeah, they stayed. They knew where they wanted to be.
So that's our rabbits. We didn't.
Yeah, we went through meat rabbits too.
We did. Yeah, we didn't like that at all.
We didn't.
No.
We figured. I mean, we had
just not us.
We had a pretty good operation going. We had a big setup. We had lots of cages. We had an automatic watering system. We collected their manure for using in the garden. All was well, but we couldn't harvest them.
We didn't like it. That wasn't. We didn't like it. So, but rabbits are not for us. We just not. It just didn't click with us.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of like guineas.
Yep, just like guineas.
We know that that's something that we have tried, and we're just not going to do it again.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I went to the feed store today.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in the feed store, and they have a 3-tier brooder. On the top level, guess what it was slapped full of?
Cornishes.
Guineas.
Oh, thank goodness she ain't found.
And I walked out without one. The second level was full of turkeys.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank goodness she didn't bring them.
I didn't bring anything home. I did not. Nothing came home with me today.
Oh, goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, my gracious.
I tried to save a cat that was in the road. I didn't want it to get run over. I wouldn't have brought it home because I feel like it belonged to somebody, but I didn't bring anything home today.
Good.
Nothing but feed.
I need to take you out to dinner tonight.
I might take that taco truck again.
I'm going to tell you, though. And I hope Jacqueline is watching. But
I hadn't seen her comment.
I haven't seen her comment.
She's
if
busy.
You and Jacqueline, I can't let y'all get together and go somewhere.
Why?
Because y'all going to come back with something crazy like a zebra or a water buffalo or something.
No, I told you, I have discipline. I'm not going to do anything. I'm disciplined.
Yeah, but Jacqueline might be your kryptonite.
Well, I'll haul it for her. How's that? They don't have a horse trailer and I do, so I'll haul it for her.
Because she's not disciplined.
Well, she will be. When she gets 47, she'll be.
You think that's what it is?
I mean, she's young enough to be my child, so it just takes time.
I'll go tell you that something in another video, and it's funny because I did it for like a little joke, and
Jacqueline said, "I'm here and no, I have no discipline."
So I did a little joke in one of the videos, and it was we got a huge following in Australia.
And guess what Mary Carl told us yesterday?
What?
Is there anywhere out of the country y'all would like to go?
Oh, yeah.
And I looked at her and I said, no. Where do you want to go? And she said, Australia.
Yep. I would love to get to Australia too.
So I told them that I would take care of the farm while they go to Australia because I cannot fly that long.
So yeah, Australia, and we have a big following in Australia. We have a big following in the UK, and so I did a little something in the video talking about cheese and how cheese is great at aerial predators, but also small.
Not like cheddar cheese, like cheese or goose.
Yeah, it's great at warding off aerial predators and small land predators. And when I did the small land predators, I put a Tasmanian devil up there. And they got a kick out of it.
I read some comments that said that little Tasmanian devil was cute.
Oh, they loved it. They absolutely loved it.
Mary Carl and Jason, when they go to Australia, they have a farm sitter.
That's right.
I just can't go. I would love to.
Oh,
I would love to, but
yeah.
I just can't do it. Heard a halt.
Did you hear a hawk?
I did for a minute.
You sure I wouldn't know?
Oh, who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Everybody, it's spring, so everybody's wide open right
Mhm.
now. Boy, Scott has been on it. Woo, woo.
All right.
With construction going on over there at the barn, any noise whatsoever, I can't believe he's not hollering now. I really can't.
Earlier I went and got those rails that Brant's going to use for the barn doors.
Yeah.
And I had picked up 3 of them at one time like a dummy. So I had to put them down with a hurry because they were too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I set them down, they made a big clunking noise. Wah!
Mhm.
Wah!
I see him.
I said, oh my gracious.
Ooh.
I got to ask y'all something. And I really need your honest opinion. I need a fan in the barn. And
Not one of you guys.
no, they're
Like
not fans. They're
like a fan.
They're what are they?
They're our audience.
Yeah, but what else? Supporters. Viewers.
Yeah.
Okay, I need an overhead fan in our barn.
Yeah.
But I need a big overhead fan. Well, there's one called a big ASS fan, but I don't want to pay that much. I want something that's big ASS fan quality, but for a few dollars.
Good luck.
Is that possible? So I need it to be about 8 foot.
8 foot. Yeah, I would say so.
7 or 8 foot.
Here's
something
my
like that.
other. I've been thinking. Maybe we could do 2 smaller ones instead of
Well,
one big one.
We can,
Yeah.
but I think that we would be better buying one big
fan.
Yeah,
Industrial fan.
the one that I'm talking
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
rather than buying 2 of the smaller ones.
Okay.
Because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That gets costly buying 2.
Yeah.
No, I don't want an attic fan. I don't want anything like that. I'm stuck with the overhead fan.
And that's the name of the company. That's that's the actual name of that company is Big
ASS
Fan.
fan.
At
first, when I heard it, I was like, "Oh, you don't talk like that."
I remember the first time I saw one is when we were in an airport in the Dominican Republic. This was a long time ago, and they had them in that airport, and that's the first time I've ever seen one, and it's written all over it. And I was like,
everybody's saying to get that one.
Get that one. You'll love it. I see that.
Oh gosh. Well, I want to know you guys.
They're
opinion.
amazing. They're up there. We're getting it.
I feel like they probably are amazing, but I've never seen. I don't know if that's what brand that was.
The one in the airport was.
You think?
I saw it written all over it. That's the first time. That's how I knew it because that caught my attention. I was like, I cannot believe they named this the Big A Fan.
Well, the first time I ever heard it, I thought, "Woo, then people need to watch their language." But I really.
They're great. There it is.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, y'all! I'm gonna have to start a GoFundMe for a fan.
Oh gosh.
They're expensive.
They are
really.
expensive.
I was being funny, but
We were being funny.
they're expensive. But
Yeah.
I want something that's gonna last. I want something that's gonna last.
We're probably just gonna have to save up and bite the bullet and get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but here's the thing. I want your daddy's guys to hang it.
Oh, I ain't hanging it.
I don't know how we're gonna hang it.
Might have scaffolding to hang that. Yeah,
I don't even
yeah.
know if scaffolding's gonna work. We might have to have a bucket truck.
I wonder if they hang the thing up first
Yeah,
and then put the blades on next.
and it may not be as heavy as
And you
what
never
you
noticed
think.
the blades are weird looking. They may be like this. wide.
Everybody's saying it's great.
Okay, that's what we need to do then. We're gonna
Okay.
get the Big A Fan.
Well, I knew that that these people would know more about it than we do.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I just don't want fans lined up through the barn. I want one
One
fan
big.
that's going to do the job.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's what we'll do. The big fan.
Wonder why I have book. Oh, that's your book.
That's my book. That's my book.
All right. So speaking of the barn,
Mm-hmm.
we started building the barn. We didn't. Brant did. Brant started building the barn last week.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, I'm telling you, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cleaned the truck up today, and I'm thinking to myself, I may even park the truck in the barn.
We could, couldn't we?
We could.
Yeah, we could.
Well, we always tend to park the truck out here on the grass
We
because
do.
we're going and coming so much. I see another camera. That one.
Oh. What is on it today? Okay.
But we could just park it in the barn.
Mm-hmm.
Park it in the barn.
We could park in the barn, and when the farm truck comes, we can park it in the barn too.
Yeah.
And that means we can keep the side by side in the garage.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
you know
we
they
never.
call. Well, I'm gonna say they call these things 2-car garages.
You must be driving an electric car.
And when we bought a big garage door, a double garage door for a 2-car garage, but whoever parks in there has got to be 2 Volkswagen Beetles.
Well, or that little car that we bidded on that time.
Yeah, I don't even remember what that thing was called.
A smart car.
Yeah.
We bidded on one of those. The bank had one time, and we were way too low. It's kind of like me offering $1 for one of those expensive vans.
We thought wasn't nobody in the world gonna bid on this smart car, and we were gonna get it for a little or nothing.
And we lost.
We lost big time.
But that's okay. We started thinking about life insurance and stuff. As soon as we drove it and realized we were in
you could drive it around
can of tuna fish.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to drive it on the highway or nothing. That thing would scare me dead.
That's right.
2 motorcycles. You about right, Mary.
Yeah, my mama parks in her single door.
Yeah.
And she's got her side all to herself. But the design was so 2 cars could park beside each other. And it's just not possible.
And looking at it, you get a tape measure out and all that. It seems very, and I guess it is. I guess you can, but you're gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to put a good eye on it.
I just
park, you're gonna have to be perfect getting in there.
I just don't want Jason's left eye to be my car to be on the left of his truck.
You want that out there.
You wouldn't be able to see me when you're backing up.
Oh me. But yeah, that 2-car garage is not 2 cars. It's not.
But,
well, I guess it could. I say that. Maybe it is.
The truck that we have that we use is a farm truck, so it really doesn't matter if it's in the garage or not. But it can be in the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows?
Freeze-dried pickles. I'm going to come across.
I got a brand new jar. I don't know what I intended. Oh, I was going to air fry them.
Oh, that's right. Baby. No.
I bought a
big
jar of pickles to try to air fry because it seems like when we do have a chance to go somewhere to go eat, that's what Mary Carl and Jason want is fried pickles. So I said I was going to try to air fry some.
You know what else I want?
What?
I want to air fry blooming onion.
Yes.
When the onions get ready.
Yeah. Well, we got to think about what we can do today.
Oh, I know. I just I gotta say that because I'll forget.
Well, I'm not going to remember.
And you gotta put that on the back burner. Air fry. I love blooming onions.
All right.
They are so good.
They have the fan. So I'll have to go back and read these. And that's another thing is I can't possibly read all these comments. So if y'all know something that's less expensive than that fan, if you would send me an email, that would be wonderful. What is my email address?
It is brookesmith@thecoghill.com, or just send it to Coghill. Go to the website. All our emails are there. My email, Brooke's email, all there. That's just the easiest way to do it.
Go to coghillfarm.com and scroll down and you'll see contact.
Contact us. That's where you need to go.
If y'all know of something other than that fan that I'm referring to that's big and it does the job and it's less expensive, please reach out to me because I don't know. I've been doing research. The ones that I find are a 4-star and I don't like a 4-star.
Michael Key said, just buy the fan.
Michael, give me a grant. Let me hold one, Michael.
Oh man!
Surely he can help us out.
And that's a good friend of mine. Oh, Mike.
Yeah.
I want to say this too. Have any of you guys? I'm having a lot of issues with Facebook the last 2 to 3 weeks. I'm posting videos, and 30 minutes later, they got 4 views. So I have to delete the video, repost it. It's been a total mess.
It's a headache.
3 weeks, and I want to see what you guys, if y'all having any issues on your end, seeing our stuff. I know that we do get some people say they haven't seen our stuff in a while, but
regular
here
viewers.
Lately, have you guys seen anything like that? I've had a lot of trouble here lately with Facebook. Even my little short video reels, they're not going. I have to delete them. repost it. I can't save my video. A lot of times, used to, I could upload my video at night, and then the next morning, add the thumbnail, add the description, or whatever I need to do. And I can't do that lately. And so I've had a lot of issues whatsoever. We've even had 3 of the last 5 videos, and as you guys know, we make our money, our living off social media, off making videos. That's how we do it. That's how we, that's our job. And 3 of my last 5 videos on Facebook have been $0. So I mean, that's kind of like you going to work and your boss not paying you. So it's been a little frustrating. I'm just kind of curious what's been going on you guys' end. If a lot of people saying no issues, some people
But a lot of
saying
people are saying issues.
So okay, I don't know what the deal is lately. I don't know. It's just been frustrating. So I was just seeing what you guys are seeing on there, not getting notifications. Somebody said they
go straight to YouTube.
too.
That's a good idea, because
Yeah.
another thing that we don't publicly say is that the videos are normally posted at 8 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. However, it's at 4 p.m. on Facebook.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the video when it first comes out, watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, watch it on YouTube. YouTube's way more always has been for us, way more creator friendly. They really, really, really try to help all the creators. And here's the thing with Facebook, y'all. I've had issues on a lot of things, and
no notifications for people is the biggest thing I'm seeing.
Well, that's the big thing, but on my end, like my videos not getting any money, not us getting paid for them,
Mm-hmm.
and so I report a claim and I say, hey, what's going on? Am I doing something wrong? Is there something wrong? Whatever. No, nothing. I get no help, no feedback,
It's
nothing
frustrating
whatsoever from them. So I was just curious if there was anything on y'all's end on Facebook. YouTube's been awesome. YouTube's always great. I don't have ever had any issues. And if I do, they'll answer me like that. So I don't know.
I mean, it's frustrating to feel like you work for a company. Well, I mean, we don't work for them, but
yeah,
that's what it relates to, is you work for a company that's not offering you any kind of support.
Yeah.
So
anyways, I was just seeing what you guys, if y'all see anything on there. Somebody said Lester's having problems too. We've had a lot of problems, y'all. It's been a headache.
It's been a headache.
Yep. But that was it. I don't want to be fussing about that. I was just wanting you guys in, because I can't see what you guys see.
That's right.
Somebody
said they hadn't seen a video on there lately. It's difficult. So don't forget about YouTube. Just know, if you haven't seen something from us, go check out YouTube, because we post there 3-4 times a week for sure.
Yeah.
And then it's fixing to be more than that.
I know on YouTube you can set the bell notification, which you'll get notified when we post a video. But Facebook really don't have a.
Somebody said they're seeing a lot of videos from the past.
See, and we don't do that. I mean, that's
we
Facebook
have no control over it. We have no control over what they show.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Jason will publish a video,
Yep.
but what is showed to you may not be the video that's published today.
Yep. Oh well. Anyways, what else is going on? I don't want to leave on a negative note.
I don't want to leave on a negative note either. Cheese. That's a good note.
That is a good note, y'all. I love that goose. Cheese has been doing, right off the bat, it was wonderful. No issues whatsoever. And he is doing wonderful. He really is.
It's like he was, well, I confirmed to myself that the reason only one goose hatched was on purpose. And that was because he was the only one that was meant to be here.
Yeah.
He was the only one that needed to be with the chickens. Yep. Obviously, there doesn't need to be a flock of geese with the chickens for him to protect it. But it's like it was meant to be. He just fits in perfect. Everybody gets along.
Everybody gets along with Cheese.
It's just a big happy family.
It is. And today, and I took a little video of them, but I saw the Easter eggers are all out and about. Now they do stay in their little flock because they're comfortable with that. But they were out in the sunshine walking around, and the Rhode Island Reds were walking by them, and cool, calm, and collective. No big issues at all whatsoever.
Well, issues in the past when we lived at the other farm and we would, hatch geese or geese
Yeah.
would be born, we would put them in the netting like what the cheese, what the, what the chickens are in now. And a goose, if you left out of that electric netting, it would try to in turn go with you, want to follow you, and you be its flock. Cheese doesn't feel that way. Cheese feels like those chickens are his flock. Therefore, he doesn't try to come with us when we leave.
Mhm.
We aren't his flock. The chickens are his flock. So it's worked out because my main concern was him trying to get out of that fence and potentially getting tangled up. And it's not going to happen. It's no issue.
No issue whatsoever.
So I'm so thankful
Yeah.
to know that why all my geese didn't hatch were for a purpose.
I agree.
And geese don't get the little curl on their tail to indicate if it's a male or a female like a duck does.
Yeah.
So we don't know if Cheese is a male or a female yet.
And it may be hard to tell. We may not ever know.
Well, we'll know when an egg comes out.
Well, that's true. I forgot about that.
It'll either lay eggs or it won't.
Duh. Oh, me. Yeah, you're probably right.
Probably am.
You're probably right about that one. And I'm gonna go down there. I think we got a little pool. That
Yeah.
I'm gonna put down there with him today.
Yeah. I wanted to. This past couple of days have been kind of cool.
Have been really cool
I mean, like sweatshirt
in the
cool.
mornings. Yeah,
But
especially
this afternoon, it's warmed up nicely.
Yeah.
And we're not going to leave the pool with him all the time.
Yeah.
Not that he's going to drown, but a chicken,
And we won't make it deep either.
no.
It'll only be where
Just
where
for
you
him
can
to
get
play
splash
in.
around. And geese are not domesticated geese are not like ducks.
No, they need something, that they can blow
Yeah,
their nose out
right.
with, but they're not like, they can do without water.
They
Can't do without water. They can do without a pond.
They can do, yeah. They're not, they don't like they like to swim, but it's not an obsession like a duck is.
That's right.
We can fill the pools up and they get out there and bathe off and they're done. They won't get in the rest of the day.
That's right.
Yeah. So domesticated geese are a little different than ducks per se. But yeah, Cheese is doing fabulous.
He is. He
Absolutely
is doing
fabulous.
wonderful. I'm so happy that he or she hatched.
Yeah, me
'cause
too.
I think it's going to work out very well. You see him out there just doing like this, looking at the sky, and he's just letting them know
Yep.
there's danger nearby. So
Oh,
where's
Cheese.
Holly? Holly's got to come and sign us off.
Yeah, she's been.
Holly's MIA.
She is her attention span. She got tired of playing with her stuff I brought out here.
She's
So-
she's off trying to find something.
She's
that
off
she
to
shouldn't
find
have.
something else. Exactly.
So, well,
Hey!
y'all, I
Here.
cooked some steaks in the air fryer last night. And I was planning to come on here today and tell y'all I will never have steak another way.
Yeah.
But that isn't the case because I overcooked it a little.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't inedible, but you know how it's just mediocre?
Yeah.
I thought I did my homework and I didn't do it well enough.
Right.
But next time, I may tell you that's the only way to cook a steak from now on, but stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We gotta get that. We gotta do a blooming. That's gotten on my mind now. It's a blooming onion.
Well, I got that kit in there
Yeah.
that I could, do one like that. but
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know, but air frying. I think that sounds good.
All right. So video coming out in the morning.
Yes.
Check it out on YouTube at 8:00 in the morning.
Yes.
And
If usually 4:00. Well, I'm talking about that. I've
Yeah.
scheduled them at 4:00, and I've been posting at 6.
so check it out on YouTube at 8:00 in the morning.
On
And-
Facebook, though, I was scheduled them at 4 p.m. and they were posting at 6. So I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
When I first got an air fryer, I burned everything for 3 months.
Mm.
I didn't burn it. It just was tough. It just was.
Yeah, it was just well done, but it wasn't burnt.
No, it wasn't burnt. It just your plate moved when you cut into it.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
just did a little wiggle.
It wasn't tender.
Yeah.
It wasn't tender.
So anyway,
Anyways. Well, all right. Well, I guess Holly ain't gonna sign us off.
I thought I heard her. Holly.
Who knows? She got tired.
Holly has a different name besides Holly when we call her.
What is it?
Well, I don't know because she didn't come
Oh.
when we need her to. She doesn't go by Holly when we call
She
her.
probably can't hear us.
Probably can't.
She's off. I bet she's off down.
Somebody said that they do their steak for 8 minutes. Well, I did mine for 12.
There she is.
So
Look,
that's probably what
look.
happened. Oh my gracious!
Come here,
Come
Holly.
here, girl.
Show them what you got.
Come here.
She found a stick. Come on,
Come
Holly.
here, Holly.
Come on, girl. Show me a stick you just found. You worked hard to find that stick, didn't you, girl? Yeah.
She's dragging it on the ground as she walks. Come here. Come here.
You want to tell everybody bye?
Look here. It's a big stick.
That's a big one too, girl.
Oh, it's stuck in the chair now.
She thinks you're playing tug of war.
Oh goodness.
You're not gonna get it.
Okay, y'all. So we'll see y'all next Tuesday, 4 o'clock.
That's
if
right.
the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. If
That's
something happens, we'll let y'all know.
That's right. Y'all be good.